back to another episode of my Georgia Bulldogs Dynasty. We have made it to game 4 here in year 3, and we are going to be taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs, who actually pulled off an upset against us in Starkville last year, beat us by 10 points. It was a really bad second half for Gunnar Stockton. Had a couple of fourth quarter interceptions, just kind of fell apart there towards the end. But it is Bulldogs versus Bulldogs here in an SEC matchup. And let's take a look at what they have done. We are coming off of a 10-point win over Louisville. And Mississippi State is also 3-0. They've beaten UL Monroe, Minnesota in emphatic fashion, and beat Troy. The defense has done a really good job, only giving up 28 points over those 3 games. And just to give kind of a brief recap of our game here against Louisville, we won by 10. Why is it showing the wrong game? Maybe I clicked the wrong game. Kind of got off to a slow start. Slowly built up that lead, pulled away late. Really clean game from Gunnar Stockton. 4 touchdowns to buy us over 125 yards there on the ground. Really spread the ball out. Cantrell, Evans, Humphreys, and Roderick Robinson are the guys that brought in those touchdowns from a sack perspective. We didn't have any. It didn't force any turnovers. Just kind of eventually wore them down, and really being better than them on third down ended up being the big difference. They went just 2 of 8. We were 8 for 13. It was a really efficient day for Stockton, who is off to a really good start this year. But let's take a look at this Mississippi State roster. So as you see, we're an overall 93 right now. I believe we're the highest in the country. And they're an 81, so pretty big drop-off, but it was a pretty big drop-off last year, and they were able to get the job done. They have a new starting quarterback this year in Chris Parson, a junior scrambler archetype, right-hander out of Tennessee. He's got really good caps. I think if he gets a good year of development, he could end up being a 90 overall guy next year. As you see, he brings good speed. Not game-breaking by any stretch of the imagination. Pretty good arm. Accuracies are in a good spot unless he's got to throw it deep. So that's something to watch. But he's good on the run. Can be shaken up a little bit under pressure, so maybe try to dial in a little bit more of that this week. They are without Seth Davis, their top running back. He is out with a dislocated hip for another couple of weeks. Big blow for them. So they'll be starting Eric Blunt and Billy DiNapoli, 2 guys that they have brought in. And this Eric Blunt, 78 overall, true freshman. It's a 5-star running back from Mississippi, decided to stay at home. He'll be getting the bulk of the carries, it looks like, for them. So definitely interested to see. We're getting to the point of the dynasty where you start to see where other teams have built up their depth. So I think that's really cool to get a chance to see these guys play, with senior Brentston Williams being the 3rd guy. So you got Blunt's definitely kind of a little bit more of a receiving back, not quite as fast. Napoli is definitely the speedster of this group. I want to say I may have recruited him at least a little bit. He's only a 3-star guy, but I want to say I've recruited him at least to begin with. Maybe I just looked at him and didn't go after him, not entirely sure. Wide receiver group definitely needs some help. Mario Craver is definitely the number 1 guy here. Mike Dahl, Armand Falah, Quadir Winston, and Charlie Becker round out their top 5. This is definitely a spot they have not recruited great. They do have a 99 speed true freshman here, but he is not very good otherwise. So not really a whole lot in that receiving room. Probably can be something I think we could run a lot of press against these guys. Because even if you look at their release, they got 84 and 87 release there. But kind of with just where their route runnings and stuff are, I think we might be able to utilize some man press a little bit more. See if we can force them into some turnovers. Cameron Ball is back for them at tight end with Jeff Oshlansky as a sophomore from Buford as their number 2 there. Offensive line is not great. Antoine Stroud at left tackle. Do have a good left guard here in Jackson LaHue. But then it starts to dip back down the further along you go. Wesley Davis at center. Emmett Isaac at right guard, and Zach Dunning. So I definitely think it's an offensive line that we can take advantage of. Left end, Gavin Nelson, their top guy, with Quincy Cox and Josh Curse behind him. 2 pretty good redshirt freshman guys that they have recruited including this guy right here out of Alabama, 3-star. Found an impact 3-star guy there with Cox. And then Curse was a 3-star normal. So, okay. Right end, they had Trevion Williams, Ashun Shepard, and Jacarius Clayton, all seniors, along with Hayden Schwartz as well. See, they have not recruited very well here at this spot, but the seniors are all pretty solid players. Defensive tackle, they have Calvin Dinkins and Gabe Moore before it really drops off again there. Their defensive line recruiting has not been great. Outside linebacker, we have Logan Brantley, Savina Cherry, and Bobby Donahue. So not expecting the last 2 guys to play a whole lot. Middle linebacker, Jaden Bethea and Dennis Schwab. And then 2 true freshmen here, Matthew Kennedy and Lamar Nelson at middle linebacker. Or Newson, sorry. One of the best players on the defense, Jave Gilmore at right outside linebacker, Zachary Tillman, Don Terry Russell. Kind of expecting all of those guys to play. And they got some decent true freshmen down here that really need some time to develop. So we move over to cornerback. They got Kamari Rogers, their number 1 really good cover guy there. Bryce Pollock, Kelly Jones, really good size there, 6'4". Wow. Braden Burks, Kayla Patterson is their top 5. Definitely some experience, some good speeds, good size here. They gave us some problems last year. Free safety, they have Tyler Woodard, Xavier Squires, and then they have Cyrus Reyes, Isaac Smith, and Jaden Sweeney. So they've done some good jobs with their offensive recruiting. The defense recruiting is definitely lagging behind. They need to bring in some talent on that side. But it's dogs versus dogs. It's a revenge game for Georgia. And we definitely looking forward to a win. We'll just go quickly over their stats. I did forget to do that. C. Stockton's off to 11-3 touchdown interception ratio so far. Definitely need to keep the interceptions down. Parsons been really good, 7-1. Hasn't been asked to throw the ball a whole ton, as they have run the ball really well with that true freshman Blunt. Parson is their 2nd leading rusher, definitely something to watch out for there. And Craver is operating as their top wide receiver. On the defense, 3 sacks for Shepard, 2.5 for Gilmore. Gilmore's also got 2 interceptions along with Braden Burks. So yeah, this game is in Athens. Definitely think we're going to be able to run the football. I think we should have some success through the air. They do have good size there, what kind of worries me. But I think we're going to take care of business. Definitely very focused. Oh, I forgot to change the playbook. Yeah, I want to utilize that new playbook with the kind of the issues we were having with trying to change the playbook and then it changing up your team's overalls and stuff. I don't want to do that, so we will just come back in here and I'll just change it myself. I just need to try to remember to change it every day or every time I play this. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that. Back to it though. This game is in Athens, so a home game for us. First conference game of the season. Let's see if we can get off to a 1-0 start here. Looks like we got a nice packed out crowd, of course, a lot of red and black out there. See if Mississippi State can pull off an upset against us after what they did last year. Hopefully we play a really clean game. They can take advantage of their weak spots and let's make plays and have especially a good day on defense is what I'm looking for with their weaknesses at wide receiver and along the offensive line. But we will start off with the ball first. See if Georgia can get off to a fast start. They boot it away. Extra Dallas on the return. Definitely looking forward to seeing how Dallas develops. One of the better route runners on the team. Probably a guy I could utilize now, but got some experience there. We're trying to work through first. Lucky is our kind of highlight player there, and because he is the highlight guy, let's see if we can maybe go ahead and get him involved here first as Georgia comes out in a 2 tight end set. It's going to be a play action. They kind of take guard him well as we get it over to Anthony Evans, who makes an outstanding diving catch there. We are off and underway. Those of you that watched the last episode, kind of created a new playbook to utilize some pistol give us some different looks. This is not going to be a handoff to Tobias. Got a lot of running room, Tobias. Able to get a first down there against a light front. Definitely can do some different things here in this package. It's also a good way utilizing this 4-wide pistol to get Nitro Tuggle involved, reducing Cantrell in motion. It's going to be a jet pass to him. Doesn't get a whole lot of room there. He brought down. It's a gain of 2, though. Got to kind of get used to this, though. Let's see. Draw up right here. Now they go to the shotgun for the first time today. Stockton drops back to pass. He's going to get this out to Cantrell. Already the second catch there for Cantrell. That one also does not go for much. We now have 3rd and 7. See if Georgia can convert this. They go bunch over to the right. A lot of guys fairly close. See if they can get a hole. Try to go underneath, and they should not have thrown that pass at all. Gunnar Stockton's 4th interception of the year gives Mississippi State the ball in a good spot. Bad decision there from Stockton. Thought that London Humphreys had broken in front of those guys. That safety was sitting there waiting on it. Just thought he had crossed in front of him. And instead, that is an interception for the Dogs from Starkville. Georgia's defense quickly put in a bad spot. Mississippi State goes 4 wide. That's what Mississippi State did very well last year, was run the football on Georgia, really spread them out, put a lot of pressure on 1 or 2 linebackers to make plays. They go 4 wide again here. This is going to be another run for Blunt. This time he does get wrapped up, and he is taken down and hit for a fumble. That was recovered from Georgia. Raylan Wilson may have just given the Dogs the ball right back. Let's see who put the hit on here. Tristan Miller, the senior, who's been one of the best players on the defensive front for Georgia ever. Off to a good start there. Let's see. Georgia this time, the guys decides to go 3 wide. Lucky in the slot. Stockton takes the snap. Going to dump this underneath to Cantrell. Already his 3rd catch early, leading the team in receptions. Let's see what Georgia decides to do here. We're going to stick with a 3 wide formation with Lucky. Seeing Evans in motion. Get a pass out to him. He gets 2 good blocks, gets to the sideline, tries to cut up the field, but instead goes out of bounds. Anthony Evans getting involved here. I do wish there was an easy way to set up these formations the way you want to. Takes me a little longer to select plays like this. 2 tight end set under center. Tries to get that to Tobias, who breaks the first tackle. Then gets knocked down in the backfield. Alshon Shepard. Let's see. Georgia now is going back to the shotgun. A bunch set here. Stockton takes the snap. We're going to dump this to Lucky. Lucky gets about half of that yardage to go. It's a gain of 7. Trying to set up something. Stockton sends his guy in motion. He's going to drop back, take a pass. He's going to try to sling that down the field, but gets hit as he releases it, and Georgia is now going to have to punt it. They send the freshman Lozano out there. Not the best punt. He did not. Craver decided not to call a fair catch there. Actually got a really good return out of that before he gets brought down. Mississippi State defense has gotten 2 stops here to start the day. 3 wide. It's a play action pass. It's going to go over the middle. TJ Allen crashed just enough on that play. Created a void there on the back end. 3 wide receivers set. They take the snap. It's brought down for a short gain. Good tackle there by KJ Bolden. Being a 4 there for Blunt's already got 3 carries for 12 yards. Ooh, nice play there by Ellis Robinson, RPO. Tried to get the throw out there. Able to knock it away. Sets up now a 3rd and 6. Oh, it's going to be a read option, but he gets nothing there. Jordan Hall is able to take down Parson. Mississippi State now is going to have to punt it away. Boyce is going to let that one bounce. It does go into the end zone. Let's see if Georgia can get the offense going. Go 3 wide receivers. Lucky's in the slot. Stockton sends Cantrell in motion. Take it. It's going to try to loft this over to Cantrell. Makes a hell of a catch on the sideline. Good throw from Stockton. Threw it. Cantrell had room there on that side to make a play. That's exactly what he did. They stay in that same formation. Stockton calls an audible. He snaps it. He hands it off to Tobias. Tobias breaks the first tackle. Runs through traffic there. He gets a first down for Georgia. Stick in the formation. Stockton takes the snap. It's hit again right as he tries to throw it. Pass will fall incomplete. Now roughly the same formation, but Lucky is now more in line. Stockton takes the snap. We'll try to dump this over to Lucky. Lucky just lets it go through his hands. It is now a 3rd and 10 for Georgia. They decide to go empty here. Lucky in the slot. Takes the snap, gets us over to Tuggle. Tuggle makes it a 4th and 3. 51-yard field goal. They will send Peyton Woodring out there to try to get on the board. Deep kick though, and Woodring misses it just to the left. Maybe didn't even kick it far enough. He hit a 61-yarder a couple of weeks ago, but this score is still 0-0. Georgia's been a little iffy on offense. I carried a Blunt. Defense does a really good job of just kind of filling the lane just enough to slow him up. Tackled down by C.J. Allen and K.J. Bolden there. Ain't a nothing. Now try to run a power play to the other side, but Raylan Wilson and Kristen Miller wrap him up for a 3-yard loss there. Georgia's doing a great job with him so far. 5 carries for 9 yards. 3rd and 13. He's going to try to scramble, but Kristen Miller makes his impact felt again with a sack on the play. Kristen Miller is outstanding now at 30 career sacks. He has had an outstanding career in Athens as Georgia forces another punt. Gets it away. Boyce on the return. The call for the fair catch. Georgia decides to go with this 4 wide receiver pistol look. This is going to be a carry for Tobias. Got some running room. Runs over the safety. Takes a big run there. I think Georgia needs to run the football a little bit more right here. It's having success so far. They stay in the pistol, but it's a 2 tight end look this time. Stockton hands it off, does not get the block, but he's able to outrun the safety. Tobias running over player steal. Gets another first down. It's having a huge day to start off with here. We are nearing the end of the first quarter, and Roger Robinson comes out for his first snap here. 1st and 10. It is a carry for Roger, and he has got a gaping hole. Takes that for a gain of 9. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Game is tied, but Georgia is driving, trying to get some momentum going here with their passing or with their run game. See if they can make some plays off of that in the passing department. Georgia has moved the ball, but they've just had offenses stall out. See if they can create something here. Too high safety look. Stockton sends Tobias out in motion. Gonna get this underneath to Evans, and Evans has got room to run. Evans inside the 10. Finally, it's wrapped up by Woodard. Georgia now all the way at the 5-yard line, able to create space for Evans underneath. And now come out in this 4-wide pistol set again. Just 3 down linemen. They send Tuggle in motion. It's a carry to Tobias. Could not get anything going there. It's a loss of 2. Let's see. 3 wide out of the shotgun. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to, he able to evade the first sack, but cannot evade the second. It's dropped for a 12-yard loss there. Looks like he is a little banged up. It's a really bad spot for Georgia to be in here. They do go 3 wide, Lucky in the slot. Looks like they're going to try to play man. They do. He's just going to kind of loft this one to Cantrell, who cannot make the big catch there. Woodring's going to have to come out to attempt another field goal. Georgia is really struggling right now in their passing game. Woodring does finally put Georgia up 3-0 here. Woodring boots it away. That one should definitely get taken for a touchback, and it is by Dunbar. 3-0 Georgia lead. The defense has looked really good. Bit of a bunch set here. And it's going to be a run. He gets a good cutback there from Blunt. Takes that for a gain of 7. Send the wide receiver in motion. There's still a handoff. Nothing there. Justin Williams, Kristen Miller get the stop. Sets up a 3rd and 3. It is dropped back to pass. He ends up just throwing that one away. Mississippi State's going to have to punt it again. Georgia's defense holding strong. Needs some good play from the offense, though. This one is booted away. Boy's going to have a chance to return this one. Cannot find a seam. Decent return. 1st and 10 up at 41. They come out in the bunch set. Stockton's going to take the snap and get this over to Lucky. Second drop of the day for him. He has been really good until he is not. Stockton drops back. He's going to take the snap. He's going to get hit again. Georgia's having a really hard time blocking up front. Creating some major negative plays for them. 3rd and 10. It's looking like they may end up having to punt the ball away again. I think they may like something here on the outside. Stockton takes it. Anthony Evans has got him beat off the line, and Gunnar Stockton puts it in the breadbasket, and number 5 goes for 6. 3rd and 10, they decide to run press man, no safety help over the top. This passing offense has been trying to hit these deep shots and set them up. This time they are able to get it to connect. They send a lot of pressure, cover 0 look, and it does not work out. Anthony Evans as he has done so often, makes them pay. And with Woodard's extra point, Georgia's now up 10-0. Big third down splash play there for Georgia. Woodring may have kicked this one out of the end zone. Dunbar takes it again for a touchback. Send a wide receiver in motion. It's a handoff to Blunt. Georgia does a pretty solid job there wrapping him up. It is a 4-yard gain. Mississippi State has definitely had some times of really moving them there on the interior. Drop back to pass. He's going to get sacked again this time. Justin Williams. May have been Kristen Miller again also helping him out, but Justin Williams, of course, made a huge leap this offseason, being used in a variety of ways here. The redshirt sophomore in the base is playing a stand-up linebacker spot. The nickel, he is coming in off the edge rusher off the right side, as you see. 3rd and 12. And that's another big sack. Justin Williams brings Parson down. Mississippi State currently fighting for their lives on offense, having to punt it in basically their end zone. Which is back to return. He has got room to run if he can get some blocks. Number 13 gets a little bit there. Takes it across midfield. For the first time today, we are seeing Vernon out there. Going to send his man in motion. Instead, it's just going to be a handoff to Tobias. Takes that for a gain of 1. They're definitely going to try to use Vernon a little bit more with his legs, and he does stay out there. There again, going to send Humphreys in motion. This time it's a direct carry for Vernon. Doesn't get much, but does fall forward for at least a gain of a couple of yards. It's up a 3rd and 7 now. Mississippi State is playing a dangerous game here again, it looks like. Stockton takes the snap. Going to stand in the pocket. He's going to try to throw this to London Humphreys, who, he drops the deep ball. Woodring has shown that he can kick a 59-yarder. They're going to try to send him out here again for this one. He's got the leg behind it, looks like this time, and he nails it. Missed a 51-yarder earlier, but just hit a 59-yard field goal. Amazingly, that is just his 2nd longest field goal of the year. Again, like I said earlier, hit a 61-yarder earlier this season. Georgia's up 13-0. The offense has been a little hit or miss. See if Parson and these dogs can get anything going. It's a quick RPO game. Out to the outside. That completion goes to Winston for a gain of 5. Georgia, as expected, has run a lot of man. This is a carry to Blunt, who breaks the tackle there. KJ Bolden breaks Wilson's tackle there as well before Aguero knocks him down. Really good run there. This is another run to Blunt. Gets a gain of 4 out of it. This is a read option. Can they get out to Parsons? KJ Bolden misses the tackle. Jordan Hall and Raylan Wilson able to bring him down. We now have an injury to Julian Humphrey, quarterback. Hopefully it is nothing too serious. That's kind of what I expected to see a lot more out of them. It's a little bit of that read option game. He hit us with it 4 or 5 times last year. He got pretty good gains every time. Send a receiver in motion. Wilson's able to at least turn him inside, but nobody's there to tackle Winston. He takes that for a 1st down. Technically the 2nd catch of the day for him. Georgia, it's a play action. He throws that right to C.J. Allen, who picks it off. Allen gets down the sideline, gets across the 40, and Georgia's got really good field position here. They faked him out with the pressure look. Allen ends up dropping back into coverage. So we keep Humphrey on the sideline, take a look. Ends up throwing that right to C.J. Allen. Tries to get that over his head, but it does not work. Now 1st and 10, less than 3 minutes left. Plenty of time with 3 timeouts left and the 2-minute warning. They go 4 wide. It's a carry to Tobias, who runs through the first guy, gets a gain of 9 there. So far, they have not shown that they can stop the run out of this formation. See if Georgia continues to rely on that. Stockton 4 wide, sends Tobias out, takes the snap, gets it to Anthony Evans again for a first down. Passing attack has been hit or miss, to say the least. We're now at the 2-minute warning. Mississippi State has done a good job of kind of dialing up the pressure at the right time. Did hurt him on the Anthony Evans touchdown, but Stockton tries to set up a screen. He gets hit again before they can get loose with it. And they'll go back into this shotgun look. 3 wide, Lucky in the slot. Stockton takes the snap. Gets that over to Humphreys. This time does make the grab. It's an 8-yard gain for the senior. It's a handoff to Tobias. Tobias, of course, finishing strong there again. Another first down. Stockton takes the snap. Gets that over to Cantrell, makes the catch. It's a gain of 5. Clock is running. No reason to be in any major rush here. Stockton now sends Tobias in motion. Gets the pass out to him, but he does not get the block he needs there from Cantrell. So now a 3rd and 4. Way too many bodies here along the line. Stockton takes it. He's going to try to go for the shot play, and that is not only dropped by Lucky on what would have been a touchdown, but it gets picked off because of it. That is Javay Gilmore. As we take a look at this replay, Stockton gets a look. Lucky's been really good this year for the Dogs. This is now his 3rd drop. It hits him right in the hands. Gilmore doesn't really react to it, and then as it's rolling off of Lucky's shoulders, Gilmore's able to pick it off. 2nd interception of this first half for Stockton. I don't really think that one is at all his fault. Could maybe question the decision, but I really do not there. Parsons has to slide down. Bad play in the passing game is keeping Mississippi State in this one. Pass out wide, tackled down pretty quick there by Humphreys, who did not stay off the field very long. And they're going to take a deep shot. That one goes out of bounds. Parson tries to hit a big pass over to Mike Dahl. Could not find the landing spot, though. He is just 4 of 8 passing with an interception thrown. 13-0 Georgia lead. They have not been playing great. That pass goes underneath the Dahl. He takes that for a first down. He throws that one again right to C.J. Allen. Allen was beat with the 2nd interception of the day. Parsons should have just lobbed that one up to his tight end. I believe he just tried to throw that to Cameron Ball, and instead he just throws it right at C.J. Allen. Let's take a look at this again. The senior is really taking a big leap. Yep, try to get that to the tight end. Just a horrific pass. Georgia now certainly is going to try and score again. They go 3 wide. Lucky in the slot. Defense trying to make some adjustments. Get this to Humphreys. Humphreys able to get the first down. Hunter hurries it up. Takes the snap. Gets that over to Cantrell, but he cannot catch it. Okay. Second and 10. Stockton in the shotgun, 3 timeouts. He takes the snap. Tried to throw that one, and out is really feel like that was a better pass than what Humphreys attempted at it. Let's take a look at this one again. I mean, throw that with good anticipation, lofted it over the defenders. Okay, not as good as pass I thought it was. 3rd and 10 here now. Stockton takes it. Oh. Control disconnected there. And 3rd interception of the first half for Stockton. That one's definitely his fault. Knew that one as soon as I clicked the button. See if we can keep Mississippi State from scoring now. And that is actually a carry to Blunt. It's a gain of 7. We're going to have time here. They are going to try to throw it. That one is picked off. 3rd interception of the day. Can C.J. Allen somehow take it in for a score? He will not, but really, really bad quarterback play here in the first half. 3 interceptions from Stockton. One of them definitely not his fault. 2 bad decisions. Passing game has been erratic. And Parsons has thrown now 3 interceptions, all to C.J. Allen. What a first half for him. It's definitely really helped Georgia out, keep Mississippi State off the scoreboard, but really bad quarterback play overall, both of these teams. Stockton has not been great at all. Don't really like to see that. I've been clean with him so far this year, but I'm definitely having one of those days. 15 of 28, throwing the ball way too much. 196 yards, 3 picks. Got to lean on that run game more. We are going to have to punt this, or excuse me, start off the second half, kicking it off. Just throwing it too much. I don't think with Stockton, and certainly with my decision making and Stockton's accuracy, I've got to run the football more. It's a carry to Blunt. I miss a tackle. It's a gain of 6 there. Damon Wilson finally wraps up Blunt. Mississippi State trying to start fast. Parsons is a carry to Blunt again. This time Georgia's able to wrap him up, but he falls forward almost for the first down. Sets up now a 3rd and inches. It is a carry. He goes wide. Damian Wilson on the tackle. He does fall forward for a first down. Georgia running a lot of press man in this game. Send the receiver in motion. It's a little jet pass to Craver, but it's a loss of 2. Carry for Blunt, wrapped up in the backfield, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Hall, sets up a 3rd and 10. They have not proven that they can throw the football. C.J. Allen with 3 interceptions. Parsons tries to scramble out and gets sacked. Damon Wilson, 4th sack of the day for Georgia. The defense has been outstanding. Mississippi State's going to have to put it away yet again. Boyce is back for the return. He's up to the 34. And they go under center. 3 wide receivers. Sends Lucky in motion. Lucky has had a very rough day. Carry to Tobias, gets a first down. Stick in that same formation. Stockton hands it off to Tobias. It's a gain of 4. This is a play action. He just has to throw that football away there. Second down, tried to see if they could catch the defense napping, but they did not. So it's a 3rd and 6. Now you're back to probably having to throw it here, and they do go empty. Stockton takes the snap. Dumps this off to Cantrell, who's able to get in front of the defender. Gets a big run after the catch there. It's easily a first down, of course, and he actually gets to the Mississippi State 24. And now go for that 4-wide pistol look they've had success with. It is a run for Tobias. Runs over 2 defenders. It's a gain of 9 there. Stockton takes it. It's going to be a deep handoff to Tobias. Runs over more defenders, and Georgia's inside the 10 now. And they now send Vernon out there again. Send Humphreys in motion. Vernon's going to take it. Vernon's going to take it in for his first career touchdown as Georgia now goes up 3 scores. Vernon hits them with the gritty. The team is super excited for him. The redshirt freshman getting a chance to run that one in. He is a freak athlete, excellent speed. They were not ready for that at all. And he scores a touchdown. Now Stockton's back out here for this 2-point conversion attempt. Stockton takes it. Stockton's trying to scramble around. Going to try to dump it over, and he does get London Humphreys in the back of the end zone there. The 2-point conversion is good. Georgia is now up 21-0. That one is taken for a touchback by Winston. So 21-0. Mississippi State has done nothing on offense. Now Parsons' situation, pretty much have to throw it almost every snap. Runs a little RPO out to the tight end. Ball catches it for a gain of nothing as Wilson quickly wraps him up. Send a man now back out in motion. This is going to be oh my Lord, that was an RPO, and the quarterback gets absolutely demolished by Kristen Miller as nobody blocked up front. That was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that exactly happen. Kristen Miller just warp speeded him there. It's now a 3rd and 14. Try to set up a screen. C.J. Allen and K.J. Bolden just do a good enough job to kind of slow that down. Let help come over, and Mississippi State's going to have to punt the ball away again. Georgia's defense has been dominant so far in this one. Boyce is going to take a fair catch. Georgia is having a lot of success running the football. Now you're up 21-0. Expect a lot more of that. Tobias has gone over 100 yards in 2 out of 3 games. Looks to be well on his way, and Tobias with another good run there. He is now over the century mark for the 3rd game this season. Stockton Takes the snap. He's going to try to give Anthony Evans a chance down the field, and that one falls incomplete. Certainly like to take those one-on-one shots if they can. Rogers, of course, is Mississippi State's best quarterback. Now they bring out two tight ends, and Tobias breaks free, and Tobias is going to find the end zone as Georgia extends their lead. The former top running back recruit in the country, I guess technically the #1 athlete, but the #1 running back recruit in his class, the sophomore, is exploding for Georgia. Breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage and has the jets to take that one to the end zone. He is now set a career high with 161 yards on the ground with still roughly a quarter and a half to play. Georgia is now officially putting this one on Mississippi State. Three wide set for Mississippi State. This is going to be a handoff to Blunt. Gets really good blocking there. RPO action kind of gets the linebackers on their heels a bit. Able to take that for a gain of 6. Parsons, it's another run. Wrapped up in the backfield. C.J. Allen has had a hell of a day. Some really good play there. Now it's an empty set. Mississippi State able to tries to fit that one over the middle, almost intercepted by DeMello Jones, but he does at least knock it away. Mississippi State's going to have to punt it probably the 7th time today, along with the 3 interceptions thrown. Boyce is back there. He's going to get a chance to return this one. Boyce tries to get wide, but gets wrapped up before he could truly break that one away. Georgia goes back to this 2 tight end look. They just bombed them for a long touchdown. This is now a carry for Tobias. Can't get his blockers out in front. It's a gain of 3. Sets up a 2nd and 7. Stockton takes it. Play action. Tries to get that over to Blank, his big tight end. Defense reads that one well, though. Sets up a 3rd and 7. Ready? Stockton drops back, takes it. Oh, and that one gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. Georgia's going to have to punt it. Gilmore with a really nice play there. Was getting pressure on Stockton. Saw he was going to throw it, able to get his hands up. Lozano punts it away. No real Georgia players back there to make a play. Craver gets a really nice return. Does get wrapped up, though. 1st and 10 again for Mississippi State, but they have shown very little on the offensive side of the ball. And this is going to be a run to Blunt. Damon Wilson chases him from the left side, a gain of 4. It's going to be a read option, but Daniel Harris, Damon Wilson, the boys just continue to play well out here. It's now a 3rd and 8, double stack look. And he gets hit by, I believe, Damon Wilson as he tries to throw that one away. Larson has had a nightmare. 8 of 16, 63 yards, 3 interceptions thrown. Mississippi State has to punt the ball away yet again. Boyce catches it, got some room. It's at across the 40. Blank is definitely a little banged up from that shot, so we might try to avoid him for a little bit here. Really would like to find some rhythm with the passing game. Had a really good game against Louisville, just has not worked out against Mississippi State, but Tobias in this rushing attack has been really, really strong. Let's get Roger Robinson some run here. Three wide set. Robinson is now out there with Stockton. They send Cantrell in motion. It's a jet pass to him. Gets a little bit of blocking. Just a gain of 2 there. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Georgia's up 20-0. Well in control of this game. Has not been a great game passing wise, but the run game has been really strong. Tobias is setting a career mark with every carry that he has. Georgia's just trying to close this one out. Looking at now a 3rd and 1. Roderick Robinson gets the carry. Runs through the first guy, does get the first down. Tobias is now back out there. Stockton takes it. He's going to get that pass out to Lucky. Not the best pass in the world, though. That only ends up going for a gain of 4. It's at least a decent first down play. It's carried to Tobias. Runs through a defender again and gets that for a first down. Now go 3 wide. Lucky in the slot. Send Humphreys in motion. They set up the screen back the other direction. He gets a block from Tobias, but cannot get outside of the safety. Decent little catch and go for him, though. Been a very quiet day for Humphreys. Stockton's a handoff to Tobias. Just a gain of 1. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Stockton takes it. Gonna try to get this over to Cantrell, and he drops it. Drops have also hurt this offense today. Gunner's had some bad decisions, but also has made several throws that have been dropped as Woodring's field goal attempt is just going to go left, his 2nd miss of the day. Score remains 28-0. Woodring was pretty much automatic last year. Let's see what Georgia gets here. That's a pass outside. Parson misses. Or excuse me, Agbana is now out there. They have, okay, they're just running their backups here then. I'm trying to get this passing game going. I'm having a bad day with that. So he's going to take a large sack. 6th of the day. Jordan Hall, his first sack of the day. 3rd and 22. That one should have been the 4th interception of the day of C.J. Allen. He does drop that one. Mississippi State's going to have to punt it back to Georgia, who has really had a hard time on offense, just putting them completely away. Just not made plays in the passing game. Pretty much the story. Boyce with another return there, doesn't get a whole lot.
Ready up. 29 Philly.
4 wide. Carry for Tobias. Gain of 3. Would absolutely not mind getting him to that 200-yard mark. Still trying to work on some things with this passing game. They go 4 wide. Stockton drops back. Gets that over to Cantrell. Cantrell with a nice little catch and run, able to bring that one back inside. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Not at all what we're looking for out of the passing game, but 8 catches for Cantrell. He is closing in on the century mark as well. 2 tight ends. Carry for Tobias, able to get up the field. Finishes that run with physicality. Ends up making what should have been about a 2-yard run into a gain of 6. He's at 189 yards on the ground. Just a carry to Roderick to bring up the free safety. Still gets a gain of 2 there. Let's see.
Ready, break.
3 wide sets and Cantrell in motion. What I want to try to do here is get this to Lucky. And he just misses this. Play just didn't work. Give Woodring a chance here to kick another field goal. See if I can focus up a little bit here. Woodring's kick is up and it is good. Georgia does extend their lead. A bit of a rough game for Woodring. Couple of misses on my end, but it's a 31-0 Georgia lead. Defense has been certainly breathtaking. Plenty to take away from the offense. Really ran the ball extremely well in this one. Nice whip route. Good throw from Agbana. Robinson there on the tackle.
Ready, set. Set, hut.
It's now a 2nd and 1. Throws that one out wide. It is completed for a first down.
Ready. Lasso.
Mississippi State now goes empty. He is being chased and he is big sacked again there. Damon Wilson and Justin Williams eating him alive.
Ready.
I didn't think Mississippi State would have much of a chance protecting in this game, and that has proven to be true. He's going to try to scramble up. Agbana does get some of those yards back, but it is a 3rd and 20. He's going to try to scramble around. He's got some room to run. Does slide down now, 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. He gets sacked. They sent the heat. He tried to scramble out, and it is DeMello Jones, the Swainsboro, Georgia native. They're on the hit. Try to get Tobias to 200 yards and then take everybody out. So carry to Tobias, able to cut that one back over the field. Gain of 9. Now at 198 yards. Get him 2 more right here. Oh, nope. That is big time loss in the backfield there. So I don't think this has like a real play action game to it. It does not. Let's just see. Give him another carry. Have the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
See if he can just break one enough to cross that 200-yard marker. I think he just did. 200 on the dot. Let's take everybody out. Okay, well, they didn't substitute everybody. That's a little weird. It's a handoff to Tobias. It's just take it for the quarterback, Neal, here. I guess because they have timeouts, it won't just automatically run it down. But a 31-0 win, certainly I've got to be a lot better in the passing game. Got to take care of the football. But the run game was outstanding. Defense was breathtaking. Mississippi State had nothing for us at all on offense. Really nice revenge win. got to be better. We're going to need much better play in the passing game to try to get another national title here. 31-0 though. Hard to take too many complaints from that. Tobias crosses the 200-yard mark, the most rushing yards we've had in a game in this series. 25 carries, did find the end zone. We also saw the first touchdown of Vernon's career on a rushing score. Anthony Evans, of course, scored the lone touchdown in the passing game. C.J. Allen with 3 interceptions. Had a really good day. We held him just 129 yards of offense. We had 475. Ran the ball extremely well. Definitely, of course, was inconsistent in the passing game. I need to calm down with just trying to take the deep shots so much. Really need to work on some screen game action. I think would be huge for us, but still beat them all across the field. They were just 1 for 11 on third downs. We were 6 of 16, so a negative day for us there. And did get 4 turnovers, thankfully, because we had 3 of our own. But obviously a very bad day for Stockton. Tobias was good. Roderick was good. He just spread out these carries a little bit more, but it just kind of seemed like Tobias is just the guy. Doing really well. And of course, Kevin Vernon getting his first touchdown is nice. Cantrell 8 for 91. Evans 5 for 116 in the score. Really quiet day for everybody else. We had 2 drops from Cantrell, 1 drop from Humphreys, and 3 drops from Lucky. One of them directly resulting in one of those 3 interceptions on a play that would have been a touchdown. So could have easily been a 2 touchdown, 2 interception day, but Lucky had a rough day for sure. He's been great this year. Thought we did better after like the first quarter and a half or so in the pass blocking game. Ran the ball extremely well, so can't complain a lot about that. Wilson leads the way in tackles with 13, Miller with 9, Bolden with 7, Williams with 6. And 5 for Wilson. Tackles for loss, I mean, had a ton of them. Miller leads the way with 6. Getting back, he had a light game for him, I think, with 1 or 2 last week against Louisville. Justin Williams had a breakout performance. Damian Wilson as well had a great day. 2.5 for Miller, 2 sacks for Williams, 1.5 from Wilson, 1 from DeMello, 1 from Jordan Hall. Interceptions had 3 from C.J. Allen. Big day for the senior who's really made his push, trying to become an All-American here. He's actually the highest rated player in the entire country with the boosts and stuff that we get. So yeah, I guess I need to show their stats. Not that a lot of it is very positive. 8 for 16 for Parsons was terrible. 3 interceptions, just had no chance. Put a lot of pressure on him, put him in a lot of bad spots. Did not make good decisions. C.J. Allen really just dominated him over the middle. Could not throw the ball there. Blunt 18 for 65. Thought he ran the ball hard. Did have a fumble early on his first or second carry of the day. Nobody really in the receiving game. Their offensive line really struggled. Defensively for them, I mean, they got a lot of tackles for loss, but certainly did not feel like that. Tillman, I guess, is one of their standouts, a sack and an interception. Tillman, Woodard, and Gilmore. Gilmore had a pretty good day. 3 interceptions for those guys. But 31-0 win for the Dogs from Athens, not the Starkville ones. And we will keep pushing. We will get through this week, see if we get any commits or anything. And we'll go over top 25 scores, look over the stats, and then we'll hop out of here. We do get a 5-star Larry Gaddis. I think he is a gem. Did lose Shelley. I figured we would lose that one, though. So looking good for a lot of guys who really want this. Nick Costa, number 1 defensive tackle, the gem. And yes, Larry Gaddis, number 2 tackle in the country, 5-star gem. He should be an excellent player for us. Christian Miller's SEC Defensive Player of the Week. He is also the National Defensive Player of the Week. I think it's the 3rd time he's done that already this year. And the next one, we get a trip to Norman for the first time in this series. That'll be really interesting to see. Let's take a look just at the Heisman watch real quick. See if Christian Miller's made his way up there, and he has. He is number 1. I guess he had already jumped up there. Anthony Evans drops down a spot. Tobias, though, jumps all the way into the top 5. Would love to get an offensive player to win the Heisman. Or Miller, of course. He's been very, very deserving if he gets it as well. And you got Great House. Avery Johnson is a machine. Obviously, Kansas State beat us last year in the playoffs. He's a great player. But yeah, got 3 guys up there at least for right now. Take a look at the scores around the country. Week 4 in the top 25, we had Cincinnati over Utah, Texas Tech over West Virginia, Michigan over UCLA. Big. Cal survives Bowling Green. Kansas over Texas A&M in an upset. Kansas trying to work their way back up. It should be getting close to the top 25 with a 4-0 start. Texas beat South Carolina by a touchdown. Ohio State over Nebraska on the road. Nebraska had a really good start in this series, and they have definitely started to slow down for sure over the last season and a half or so. Washington over Oregon in an upset in Austin. Got our game, of course. Had USC going on the road and beating Ole Miss. Ole Miss has become a bottom-tier SEC program pretty fast. Oklahoma over Kentucky. Clemson over Virginia Tech. Miami over Central Michigan. Tennessee over Arkansas. Tennessee's in a good spot, having a good year. Florida over Kennesaw State. Kansas State over Oklahoma State. Arizona over Rice. Washington State over the Pandas, and Boston College loses to TCU. TCU off 4-0 up to number 16 in the country. Boston College has been very good. Did lose that matchup, and then we'll take a look at our stats. We will hop out of here. So, really bad day for Gunnar Stockton. Was at 11 and 3 touchdown interception ratio. Definitely have to work on that. Strength is not that deep ball game so much. Need to definitely work some more intermediate short stuff, work outside the numbers, not to put the ball in harm's way quite as much. Tobias, of course, is having an outstanding season. Probably the national leader in rushing. We'll look at that, though, after this. Evans is making his mark on the record books. Cantrell continues to be really good. That was a rough day for Humphreys, and even worse day for Lucky there. And then Tuggle and Tobias been used a little bit there in the passing game. Offensive line has remained good. Christian Miller leading the team in tackles at left end is insanity. Guerrero, Wilson, Bolden, C.J. Allen. Okay, y'all can just kind of pause and take a look. Tackles for loss, Christian Miller's already at 20. Jordan Hall is already at 11. Miller may win the Heisman. He might win the Heisman. If he keeps playing anything remotely like he is right now, he's probably going to. Also with 7 sacks. C.J. Allen now leads the way with interceptions. Just out of curiosity with the 3-interception game there. Yep. Now Ellis Robinson no longer has that deal breaker. So that's how quickly that can change with the playing style interceptions. So we're now probably towards the top of the list in interceptions along the country. 2 misses from Woodring. He's at 8 for 11, but did hit, of course, a 59-yarder in that game and a 61-yarder earlier in the season. Lozano's been okay as a punter. Not kicking the ball very far with him for whatever reason. But yeah, we are still the number 1 team in the country, 4-0. Really big matchup here against Oklahoma. And then we'll have a bye week, then Arkansas, Alabama. Got a fun schedule here towards the back half. Be fun to play LSU. Have not played Arkansas yet. So yeah, got a couple of road games here before we get back at home against Alabama. Then kind of a very fun schedule there here towards the back end. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my Tulane Dynasty along with the Atlanta Hawks franchise that I have working on the channel. And thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.